This day in Sioux Falls history.
This day in Sioux Falls history is brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, the oldest jewelry store in South Dakota, using time-tested techniques to restore and repair jewelry and using the latest technology to create custom pieces. Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, 325 South Phillips Avenue in downtown Sioux Falls. It was on this day, July 12, 2004, Stephanie Herseth Sandlin burst onto the national political scene as South Dakota's only member of the House of Representatives. She would also hold the distinction of being the first woman elected to represent South Dakota in the House. An extreme oddity in South Dakota history, Herseth Sandlin filled out a South Dakota congressional party made up entirely of Democrats for the first time since 1937, joining Senators Tom Daschle and Tim Johnson in Washington, D.C. We know her now as the president of Augustana University, but in 2004 she was a growing force in South Dakota politics. She almost toppled a popular four-term governor, Bill Janklow, in a race for South Dakota's seat in the House of Representatives, which surprised many with her tenacity and how relatable she was to the broad spectrum of South Dakota voters. She would win that same seat on June 1st in a special election after Janklow resigned his position. She was sworn in on July 12th. Herseth Sandlin would win the seat again just 5 months later in the regularly scheduled election in November. She would go on to win that election as well as elections in 2006 and 2008, before being defeated in a close election in 2010 to Kristi Noem. Eventually, life would lead her back to South Dakota when she moved to South Dakota to take a job as a legal counsel for Raven Industries. Her dedication to education and the betterment of South Dakota and Sioux Falls led to her appointment as the president of Augustana University. This day in Sioux Falls history has been brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry.
Hi, this is Thomas James with Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry. We're absolutely honored to be able to look back on the history of Sioux Falls because we feel we're part of that. But we always look forward to the future and working with your grandchildren. It's more than jewelry, it's love. Come and see us at Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry at 325 South Phillips Avenue, downtown Sioux Falls.